Hello guys, welcome back. Konnichiwa. Herzlich willkommen. So, my friends, update here on Intel stock ticker INTC. Yeah, we have here a very nice breakout. Intel recovered here since the April 2025 shakeout more than 100%. So we want to see what is next. And if you have not seen my previous video, I will explain you what this chart pattern means and why this is a very old chart pattern which we have in everywhere, guys, not only in the stock market. Everything what I say here is not financial advice. I give you only my opinion based on the chart. Please make your own due diligence if you want to invest in stocks. So, yeah, guys, that looks for me very familiar. I know this pattern here. If you don't know that, this pattern here is called a Wyckoff accumulation pattern. It looks like this. I made already here a video on that where I explained that in detail. I just want to summarize it here for you. So, a Wyckoff accumulation pattern is made to build a new uptrend. So the big whales, the big boys, want to accumulate their positions here in this kind of ping pong schematic here. You can see the stock is trading here sideways with, let's say, low volatility, and we come strongly down here. We have a very strong sell-off. Then we try to recover here and build the bottom here for the big whales. They usually buy here in the very low spring phase and the secondary test here before we break out and build a new uptrend. And you can see that this pattern here is almost picture perfect visible right now here for Intel stock. What means, guys, what does that mean? That we have here this sign of strength, the SOS phase. This is where we are right now. So we have this huge leg up here in the chart. We are right now here in this accumulation. And that means, based on the Wyckoff accumulation pattern, Intel should just go higher from there. However, guys, we have been heading here into a bear market, so we have to talk about the potential price levels, not only to the upside, we have to also talk about the potential downside. So let's go here in detail and we check what is the situation here for Intel, guys. So we have here, as I said, this Wyckoff pattern. Of course, when we zoom out, when we, for example, go for a second here in the weekly chart, then we know that Intel is over the years in a strong uptrend, but since we had here a peak in the year 2000, we never could make these, or we could never make all-time highs. The price was at $75.81. And to be very honest with you guys, this is still one of my price goals in a long term, because we have here an open gap here. We can see the gap indicator pro is showing here an open up gap at $70.75 in the weekly chart. And even this is a 20-year-old gap, guys. That doesn't matter, 25 years right now, almost 26. That doesn't matter. Sooner or later, technically, we have a chance to fill this gap, and that would mean that Intel can still make here a 92% move, of course, in a couple of weeks, months, or even years. This is just what I want to show you here based on the weekly chart. In the daily chart, we have this picture here. We start first with the indicators. So you can see we have a lot of orange lines and a lot of green lines. What does that mean, guys? We have a lot of open gaps to the downside and a lot of open gaps to the upside. So that's why I said my perfect price was here $18.50. This is where I bought Intel. I already took my profits, guys, because we made here a massive major move and closed a lot of open up gaps. As I said, you can see here the gap indicator pro. The gap indicator pro is showing you all these levels here, the lines in the chart, where are the open up and down gaps, and the 4 open gaps here to the closest to the actual price are shown here in the gap table. If you want to get here my indicators, guys, all indicators which I'm showing here in the video, I have done them by myself, and they are available in the video description. There is a link where you can get these indicators. My most popular indicator is by far here the RSI Ultimate indicator and the Squeeze Calendar Pro. I don't use that Squeeze Calendar Pro right now for Intel, but we have a lot of stocks which, follow these rules, let's say it like that. We had here a member stock squeeze from ticker BQ. I posted that ticker here on October 17 on Patreon. I alerted my members that here something is building up. We could see a squeeze. There is never a guarantee, guys, but in that case here for this stock, the Squeeze Calendar Pro predicted November 3rd as a potential squeeze, and on October 30, so 2 trading days before this date, we had a 900% short squeeze here for this stock, guys. Also, of course, I use here the RSI Ultimate indicator and so on for stocks like that. If you want to see these kind of member stocks, guys, we have a lot of stocks with very interesting setups. Yeah, the market is tricky right now, I know that, but we have a lot of stocks with, yeah, let's call it some bullish potential. If you want to see all member stocks, then you can join us on Patreon. We have a huge community here, guys. The full package membership gives you access to all my content, not only to hear my swing trade alerts or these so-called member stocks. We also have here trading tutorials, member FAQ section. So if you don't know how to start trading, where to start and how, then of course you can join us here. All questions will be answered. The link patreon.com/blackbelttrader is available in the video description. So guys, so that's why now the market is, you know, still holding more or less the price levels. The problem was with Intel that the market just made an uptrend, and you can see that Intel is just going down since January 2024, and even the market was just ripping. Intel did not. And the problem is, or the reason for that is because we have this Wyckoff accumulation pattern. Now Intel is ready. What does that mean? Maybe even if the market will start to crash right now, Intel has still the potential to go higher. Not financial advice, but this is the purpose of this so-called Wyckoff accumulation pattern. And I mentioned that in my previous videos. They said, yeah, now Nvidia is investing in Intel and that's why the price is going up. Guys, sorry, that was already, it had been decided already here. You can see this is not a coincidence that we exactly fulfilled this pattern and that Intel is now going higher. So what are the price goals? Let's first talk about the gaps, the open gaps. So the next open gap which we have here for Intel is waiting at $43.50. Then we have one more open up gap at $44.18, $48.97. So you can see there is still some potential here. Even 30% could be possible. I mean, if we have a Wyckoff accumulation pattern, then the same kind of leg down which we have should also cause a leg up. So it's very possible, in my opinion, based on this pattern, based on this information here, that we can reach here $48.97 in the next couple of weeks for Intel. What happens if we see a market crash, guys? If the market is just going down, then of course we have the opposite way, the down gaps here. $25, $23, and $20, guys, are potential price goals. And as you can see, based on the actual price, that could mean that Intel drops 47%, even here, $19.59. These are, in my opinion here, the most significant price targets. If we cannot hold this leg up here, don't find support here in the $30 range, then we could indeed see here much lower prices, even back to $19.59. However, guys, let's talk about the drawings here, that we can focus on that, because Intel is trading in a strong trend channel pattern. Everything below this trend channel pattern, I marked that here by this blue line, $24.70. Everything below $24.70 is, in my opinion, just a dip for Intel. We have a strong support here, strong accumulation. And as soon as we touched here my blue algo demand zone, this is where I also bought Intel shares. As soon as we touch this box, the box is between $18.10, $16.20. This is the ultimate dip. Yeah, and as soon as we came there, you can see Intel reacted here with this massive breakout. Even it's almost a squeeze, guys, because the price action which we have here is more than 140% already, and it does not look like that Intel is exhausting. So that is possible that we just squeeze higher. Based on the drawings, the trend channel patterns, we have here two price goals. One is $48, here in the $48.40 range. Here's the first price goal, and the second one would be the top line of this trend channel pattern here. That's a very old trend channel pattern. You can see my previous videos if you want to see all details. Then we have even here $70 as a price goal. If you remember, guys, what I said in the beginning, we have here only one open gap in the weekly chart, and this is at $72. So based on that, guys, on this trend channel pattern in combination with this open gap, it is possible that Intel makes new all-time highs and of course close the open gap at $72.75. Of course, that can take weeks, months, or years, guys, but based on this pattern here, that is indeed possible. Yeah, guys, I think that's all. That are all information here. If you want to see more Intel updates, then please hit the like and subscribe button, guys. I have here a golden indicator rule, yeah. If this video gets more than 300 likes in 2 days, then I will definitely make more Intel updates, because I want to make content which you like to see. Yeah, and this is my indicator for something that you want to like or want to see more videos or not, guys. So if this video gets more than 300 likes in 2 days, guys, I will update you on Intel here in a very short period of time. My friend, thank you so much. All the best. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you so much for your support and see you in the next one. Arigatou gozaimasu. Vielen Dank. Alles Gute und bis zum nächsten Video. Take care. Bye bye, guys.